Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. I'm Heather Lewis. Back in February, we told you about Imagine Nixa. City leaders are asking residents for their input to shape the next 5 years. Drew Douglas is the Public Information Officer for the City of Nixa. He joins us now to talk about the progress being made and some new incentives to help get people involved in that process. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So let's refresh people on what Imagine Nixa is. What are you trying to get people involved in doing?
So, Heather, Imagine Nixa is kind of the top, the first phase of our strategic planning efforts as a city. So every 5 years, the city of Nixa goes through a strategic planning exercise in which we kind of gather input from the community and figure out what people want to see as the future of their community and what we can do as a municipal government to help make that happen. And so in the past, those strategic planning exercises have involved a lot of kind of long and in-depth meetings where you have a lot of people that show up to meetings and they process a lot of different ideas and discuss things that we could do and kind of start to shape a kind of rough draft, if you will, of that strategic plan going forward. And but what we've noticed in prior strategic planning processes is that not everybody can attend a bunch of long meetings, right? And especially now with COVID and everything like that going on, people are also just really busy. And so what we tried to do last year and rolling into 2020 is we launched a website called imaginenixa.com where anybody, you don't have to be a Nixa resident. If you love Nixa, if you visit Nixa, maybe you own a business in Nixa, or you're a Nixa resident, we want everybody who loves our community to participate in this open discussion on imaginenixa.com. And so what that allows is for discussion about ideas for our community's future that will then inform the next couple phases as we kind of take the top of the funnel where we collect all these ideas, and then we're going to shape those ideas into kind of finding like what's the best way that we can accomplish these goals, and then drafting an actual strategic plan that we'll then implement and try to achieve those things over the next 5 years.
What has the response been so far, and what is some of the feedback that you're getting?
Oh, you know, we've had really good feedback so far. We've had hundreds of people that are engaged on imaginenixa.com sharing ideas. We have over 300 ideas that have been posted to, there's kind of a digital wall of ideas, if you will, that's on imaginenixa.com where people can just kind of really shortly briefly describe an idea they have and comment on other people's ideas. You can also click the little heart button where you like other people's ideas. And we're seeing a lot of interaction on that. We're also seeing a lot of interaction on our discussion forums. So this Nixa City Council created a vision and value statement that kind of touches on 6 areas that really kind of encompass everything that the city does, and kind of a cross-disciplinary description that are kind of in vague terms, and that's on purpose. So what we did is we kind of painted a broad vision for what our community should be over the next 5 years, but then we're asking the community to read that, kind of digest it, and then give us the specific feedback. Okay, so if that's the goal, how should we go about specifically achieving that? And so the discussion forums on imaginenixa.com really dive into that.
And I understand there's also some incentives to help get some people involved as well. Are those changing every week, or what are some of those examples?
Yeah, we've got some right now. We're trying to finish strong. So initially, Imagine Nixa was going to close. This whole kind of discussion forum was going to close in mid-May. But because of COVID and the pandemic, we've pushed that deadline back to the end of June. So this is still ongoing through June 30th. And so to try to kind of get the word out and try to encourage people to continue to get engaged on this, we're promoting and we're doing some weekly giveaways. So if you follow the City of Nixa's official Facebook page, you can find instructions for how to be entered into those drawings. Some of the prizes involve things like $100 off of a Nixa utilities bill. And so we're really trying to offer some really great incentives for people to get on there, express their opinions, share their ideas, and you can even be entered in to win some really great prizes.
So you mentioned that the website will be active. You can give your feedback until June 30th. But when will that 5-year plan be unveiled?
Later this year. So the next phase, so after June 30th, what will happen is we're going to have a strategic planning advisory committee, which will be consist of some volunteers from across the community who are going to really kind of collect all that data that we've collected through Imagine Nixa, all those ideas, and slowly start to kind of flesh those out and shape them into a set of recommendations for City Council. and they'll produce a report later this year that will go to City Council that will just be, it'll be called the recommendations report of what they would like to see be the strategic plan. And the City Council will have an opportunity to review that, maybe make some tweaks to it. Ultimately, they have to vote to approve that. And once they do, then it will become officially our strategic plan, and we will then be accountable to implement that plan.
Very good. So still time to get your voice heard at imaginenixa.com. This is Drew Douglas with the Nixa City Hall. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, and we'll put all that information at our website. We'll be right back.
Yeah, thank you for having us.